Hey, folks, I am Kevin Iole. Welcome to Yahoo Sports. And I have to say this, given gray hair and the bald head, I have an affinity for the older fighters that are maybe a little gray and a little bald. And my next guest, Glover Teixeira, is one of the best in the world, but he's also bidding to become the UFC light heavyweight champion and an astounding 43 years old. Glover, January 21st, UFC 283 in Rio de Janeiro. You will be fighting Jamahal Hill. How are you still doing it at this high of a level at 43 years old? Amazing, man.
Yeah, I think like I just have fun, man. I'm having fun, I enjoy life, and I just wanna. I don't know. People ask me the same this question, but I don't know how to answer. I say is the love of the sport and is appreciate life, have the health to go do what we love to do, to go work with the happiness, with gratitude all the time, and work. I don't want to be lazy and sit home and not, I just want to do the best that I can and pass it on, motivating people, motivating kids, motivating all the fighters, motivate all kind of people right now. So that's the goal. That's
Well,
really is the goal. Like I have a gym, and I want to motivate all these people to come and do better for themselves.
before we get talking about your fight against Jamahal Hill, I should say you motivated one person pretty doggone well in November when New York City, when you led Alex Pereira to the UFC middleweight championship over Israel Adesanya. Your speech at the end of the fourth, before the fifth round, was incredible. When he came back to the corner that day, did you know it was kind of on you to give him a kick in the butt and try to get him in gear? And did you kind of feel like that was a moment that you really had to take control?
No, I don't know. It's to go with the flow, man. It's a present. You be present. You be moment. I don't think about it. What I say is like the last round, and I knew. I told them like later on. It's one of those situations like you give you best and you give everything that you have now. And I knew he was like in the fourth round. I felt like he was like kind of pace himself, and I was like maybe he's taking a break, but and then in the last round, I said, this is it, man. Stop playing around, go over there and knock this guy out because you will cry tomorrow. And I didn't say the word that you will cry tomorrow, but I knew if he doesn't do it all and don't go in and risk everything, is the regret. It's very painful. So what I say is go out there, do your best, my friend, knock this guy out. And I knew, the fighter too, the guy, who he is, and he's have a bullet and a tank, so he's going out there and finish.
What is the challenge you face? You were obviously supposed to be fighting Yuri Prohaska in a rematch in December in Las Vegas. Obviously, Yuri got hurt, pulled out of the fight. The UFC made a different fight when you wanted more time to fight Magomed Ankalaev. So, what is the challenge now? You're coming back. Your training camp got interrupted. It's a little over a month later. So, what is the challenge of making the switch and now fighting a young up and coming guy like Jamahal Hill?
His challenge, is this is the fight game. We gotta be prepared for anything. Any change can happen. Anything can happen. Um, and you be prepared. You be prepared. You take it. The opportunities come to you, and you take and you train. I was training. I wanted to fight Jiri, of course, the rematch, but all these things changing, but they gave me a 6 weeks to fight Jamal Hill, and it was perfect, man. I trained a lot. I pushed myself. I did my best, and here I am, a week away from that big fight.
What is your take on Jamal? I mean, he's a guy that lost the fight to Paul Craig, and I was really impressed because he seemed to learn from that loss and was better each successive fight. Two first round knockouts in a row, a vicious knockout of Johnny Walker. I mean, what is your take on him, and what is he good at, and where do you have to be concerned about him? What positions?
Oh, he's very good. He's very good. He's very young, talent fighter. He's a powerful striker, and and he's have a lot of potential to be a champion, man. My job is to stop him this time. He's not gonna be this time, you know. Uh, I'm gonna go over there and beat him, but uh, the strike is the the strongest game, you know.
Do you feel like you can use his aggressiveness against him, given your experience and the wisdom you've gained fighting? I mean, there's nobody out there that in the light heavyweight division that's fought the talent you fought, right? So, do you think that you can kind of use his aggressiveness against him?
Yeah, the mix up, you know. I think my style is the mix up. If people don't know what I'm gonna do, they think I'm gonna go for even Jury last time, you know, worry about too much takedown. I almost knock him out in the end, and I go for finish. I'm going to finish fight, man. And the mix up is the one that I know Jamal Hill is gonna be worrying about getting takedown, and and I am going for that takedown, you know, and there's no doubt about that. But you know, they get too worried and careful about taking that on their hands. I have a heavy hands too, and I think the mix up is the one that uh, my yeah. I say always it's like my style is the grinding. You know, keep going, keep grinding the guys, keep bringing him to deep water and see what he have.
You did that with Yuri, and a lot of people thought at several points in that fight that you were going to finish him. And I'm sure you thought at one point when you look back on that fight, I know it's disappointing you lost, but it was one of the great fights in UFC history. I think the fight of the year, no doubt. Do you take pride in putting on a show like you did in Singapore against Yuri?
Always want to put the show. You know, I'm a guy that goes over there to fight. I want to put up the show. I want a performance of the night. You know, I want a lot of performance of the night, a lot of fight of the night, fight of the year, and this is I take pride of that for sure because I wanted to put up the fight. You know, I'm not a guy that goes in and talk a lot and promote the fight too much. I don't like when the guys promote the fight too much and they don't show up in the octagon. It's so if you go there promote the fight and you show up and you bring it, and that's a beautiful thing, right? But I'm not. This is not my style. This is not my character. But at least I bring the fight to the fans and I put up a show.
I've heard so many fighters talking about their respect for you now, right? And I mean, I mentioned Randy Couture before. He won a title fight at 44 years old, and I never thought I would see that again. And the fighters all had so much respect for him as this ultimate competitor. And I think you found that position in the UFC now. Like, the other fighters seem to gravitate to you and get motivated by you. And so is that, I guess what my question is out of that is that a motivating factor, knowing the respect you've gained from so many of your peers?
Yeah, respect. I respect you. You earn respect by fighting, by do good in the sport, and also by the way you treat people. You know, I say the way I treat everybody in UFC, the whole employees, from the security guard to everybody, to Dan White, they all respect me very much, and I guess is the what you walking around and the way you carry yourself, you earn their respect, you know. And in the octagon, of course, I earn the respect by fighting, you know.
Right.
And yeah, it's another thing too. I respect everybody, and I love the respect back, and it's an amazing thing.
Let's wrap it this last question. Assuming you win this, or kind of come full circle, winning the championship in Brazil after everything that you've been through in your career. If you win this, is this the perfect ending? Do you walk off into the sunset, or do you still look to fight more and defend the belt after you win it?
Gotta fight Jury, right? Gotta wait for Jury, man. Yeah, man. I for sure gonna take some time off, relax, man. Go on the beach. I see I'm right here talking to you. I look at the ocean over there, hang out, have some pina colada, some beer. But at the end of the day, yes, go home, rest for a little bit, and get back to the drawing board, get back to learning, to get back to you know everything again.
Do it
It's
all.
like I say, I love competition. I love training. I love being in shape. I love put myself on a situation like, okay, oh man, I look like shit today. I gotta get better, and fix up those little things. You know what I mean?
Well, very good. I know you're short of time, so we will let you go. UFC 283, January 21st in Rio de Janeiro. This man, one of the nicest guys and the best fighters in the UFC, will be vying for the vacant light heavyweight championship against Jamahal Hill. Glover, we appreciate you, brother. Best of luck to you as always, and speak to you soon.
Thank you.